All right, so we're back on to our next one. So this time we got side, angle, side, or we like to call it SAS. Okay? So what this is talking about, it says if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Well, real quick, included angle. This is the important piece. This is where most students mess up. Okay, included angle means that the angle is between two sides of a triangle, which in our case, we need it between the two sides that are congruent. So if you look at my picture here, here's my side, there's my side. Notice the angle that's congruent is between it. Or more specifically, the angle that's congruent on both of these is the angle that's formed by the congruent sides. Okay? So that is my included angle right there. The two sides that are congruent, they will form the included angle that we're talking about, that we want. That's important for us. And again, SAS is a checklist for us. We should have a side, an angle, and a side down here below. So let's do some matching up. Let's do some things. So again, my triangles are oriented in the right direction. We're going to prove that these triangles are congruent, and it will be side, angle, side, because that's what we're talking about, SAS. So this segment right there matches this segment right there. So that would be segment AB, DE. So AB congruent to segment DE. Okay? We'll come back to the angle here in a second. Let's get the other side. My other side is segment BC, segment EF, because they got the congruent marks. Those two match. And notice my congruent marks match the same markings. That's important. So BC and EF. Segment EF. Notice my order. B and D are always, or excuse me, B and E are always going together. B and E. C and F are matching up. A and D are matching up. All right, so now the angle. You can use 3 points for this, which is pretty much just taking these two sides and putting them together and saying angle ABC, and then just take these two sides and put them together. Angle DEF. Or, since there's only one angle here, and we know that this has to be angle B and this has to be angle E, you can just say angle B, angle E. Okay, you can only use 1 point as long as there's no other angles there that can be described. Use 3 points every other case. So notice we have a side, we have an angle that's included, and then we have another side. So that is side, angle, side. And these two sides form this angle, that included angle. So we know our triangles are congruent, so we can write triangle ABC, and all you gotta do is match. Who matches up with A? That would be D. Who matches up with B? That would be E. Who matches up with C? That would be F. Alright, so this is what side, angle, side looks like. Now, down here below, I've got a little test to see how well you know about included angles, because you'll get to doing this part here in a couple minutes, but it's the included angle that I need to make sure that you understand. So down here, it says, name the included angle for the following triangles. Okay? Sometimes I'm going to describe the information to you. Sometimes I'll just give it to you in a picture. So go ahead and pause the video and name the angle that is included between these sides. Okay? And the same thing for the rest of the pictures. Pause now. Alright, so I wrote stuff out here for you. I'm just going to go ahead and mark it in the picture. I know that we've got XY and YZ. Because marking it in a picture is super, super important for you. You can see things better. So if I mark these two sides, I can see where my angle is. Because I told you earlier that the angle is formed by the two sides. Okay? So here's my side. There's my side. And I just mapped out the angle. Side, side. It's got to be this guy. So what is that angle? Angle X. Or you can call it angle YXZ. Or angle ZXY. I mean, I would just call it angle X because there's only one angle X there. Okay? But 3 points is okay. So if I look over here, it's a little bit easier if I had the picture with it when it's marked for you. So if you look at this, here are my two sides. Okay, remember the included angle has to be made by those two. In other words, it's the angle between them. So that's going to be this angle that's right there. Angle O. Okay, and then this last one, again, I just mark up my sides. CT, AT. Now you know exactly what angle I'm after, and that's going to be angle right there, which is angle T.